I'm back at Cannock Chase today. It's my second time here in only a couple of weeks. Not really what I was expecting to be doing, but I never pass up the excuse to go and ride somewhere, so here I am. When I was here a couple of weeks back, the weather was supposed to be raining and not very warm, so I dressed for raining and not very warm, and it was boiling. Today I was expecting sunshine and warm temperatures, so I'm in a t-shirt. Guess what? I'm cold. So I'm here because I'm on my way to get my van looked at, and the place I'm taking it to happens to be about an hour away from here, so hence the reason I thought I'd stop in on the way. So I don't have a lot of time, but what I am going to do today is try and practice my cornering. I had some more coaching on cornering last Friday, and I really struggle with it. I'm slow round berms, as you can tell from this footage, and I'm very bad at tight corners. So what I'm going to try and do today is practice my cornering, slow it down even more if I need to, and just think about what I was taught and see if I can get around these corners a bit more gracefully and hopefully start to build a bit more speed. So I'm starting on the blue. I always do a warm up on this blue trail. It's only short, a couple of miles, 3 miles maybe long. They're just very flowy, lots of corners. It's a good place to start before heading off and doing some of the red. Obviously you can't tell from the GoPro angle where I'm looking, and that's been a massive problem with me with corners. I tend to look down at my front wheel rather than through the corner and where I want to go. So if anybody else is struggling, look up a bit and a bit further down the trail. That technique applies to everything on the trail, by the way. I'm sure I'm preaching to the converted here already, who already know this. But for all the time I've been riding, I haven't managed to force myself to look far enough ahead down the trail. I do tend to look at my front wheel and then panic about what I'm about to roll over rather than looking ahead. And that's not good. It's not good for technical riding, it's not good for corners, it's not good for anything. So try and look ahead. When you come into the corner, look at the entrance, then the middle, and then the exit. And that's what I was taught on Friday. And that's what I'm going to try and do. I'm really bad at these sorts of switchback corners, going uphill. Now this is very naughty and you shouldn't do it because I'm going the wrong way down the trail, but I always like to do this when I come here. Ride down it instead of up. And then instead of practicing my switchback corners, which I should be doing, I'm just going to ride straight up the side of the trail, which again you shouldn't do. You shouldn't really cut corners on trails, they're built for a reason. But hey ho, there's no one else around. Right, so through here, they've built a new little red bit which is a smaller version of the drop they used in the Commonwealth Games. I'm going to keep going, I think, and show it to you from the other side. I have stood on top of it, and the drop itself, the lip isn't very big, but the landing's really steep. You can kind of see it there. It's a lot steeper in real life than it looks on camera, trust me. When I've seen this on other people's footage, I've thought to myself, that's not too bad, looks all right. But I don't know if the GoPro's picking that up from here very well. But that is actually quite steep, and you need to obviously push the bike away from you to come off that. And you'd want to land somewhere here. If you sort of roll off the top there, one, you're likely to catch your bottom bracket, and two, that's pretty steep. If you haven't got good technique, you could possibly go over the bars there. And what you don't want to do is go over the bars and land on this rock, which is what's put me off doing it. Maybe one of these days. And from here, I mean, yeah, it's quite scary. It is quite scary. I think it was this bit of trail I was riding through last time I was here. Sadly, I didn't have the GoPro running, but a deer came out of the bushes to my right and leapt right over the trail and disappeared off to the left. Thankfully, the deer was a fair way in front of me. Had I been a quicker rider, it may well have, well, hopefully jumped over me, but if not, then hit me. I don't think you want to be taken out by a deer. But either way, it was quite spectacular to see, and I'm kind of disappointed I didn't have the GoPro running at the time. And that's the end of the Blue Perry's Trail. So you can either go left and go back to the car park, or go right here and either do it again or do Follow the Dog. So I'm going to do some of Follow the Dog, but I'm going to start on Perry's Trail again. I'm not going to go that way, because that way, to be honest, I'm not that keen on it. I'm going to pick it up again, so keep going through here and then pick the dog up a bit further down. So on my right is the Switchback climb and the rocks in the middle that I rode the wrong way down earlier. I'm riding up this fire road now to pick up with the red trail. So it's quite a long fire road climb, and then we'll go into the red from up here. Right, fire road climb done, and we're heading into Breeze the Trees, which is the bit of red trail that you find at the top of that climb. I know they've done some work to the red trails here recently. Don't think this one's had anything done to it, but some of the others a bit further into the trail system have. So we'll see how things are. Last time I was here it was a bit wet. It's been dry now for the last couple of weeks, which has been fantastic. So hopefully we'll have some nice dry trails. Now we go into high voltage. These trees seem very narrow. I think this trail network was built before big bikes and wide bars were as common as they are nowadays. This seems smoother. So they've done something with this. So this all looks like it's had something done to it. I remember it being quite potholy and lots of braking bumps previously, so I personally think this is an improvement. I know there will be people that think it's too smooth. You can see all the way through this trail where they've redone it. You can see this new stone at the side. I think it's a massive improvement. I'm not going to do that drop because it takes you straight into a right hand corner, and right hand corners are my worst. I massively struggle with the right hand turning. And here we are at the split. So if you want to carry on and do the monkey trail, you can see you head off to the left that way. Takes you down Devil's Staircase, and then you follow the road, or go over the road rather, and hit the monkey trail. I'm staying on Follow the Dog for today. I don't have much time here. I have to get myself to Leicester by 3 o'clock. So I'm going to head off on Zigzag and finish the rest of Follow the Dog. Now these switchback climbs, I'm terrible at just looking at my front tyre and not where I want to go. And also, as you can tell from the angle of the GoPro, for sitting down low, so that when I inevitably don't make it around the corner, I can put my foot down comfortably. I need to get over that, I think. Start doing them standing up. Well, I'm actually doing better climbing up this than I did last time I was here. So I'm quite pleased about that. There are a couple that I'm finding a little tricky still, but managing to do most of it without any problems. Well, that wasn't too bad. I actually did that better than last time, so that's an improvement. Now we're going to Ogre the Hill. I don't think that's had any significant work. Maybe that lasts a little bit. Maybe filled in a pothole here and there. Here's had some work done to it, you can see. And here we're coming out to Bomb Hole, and this has had some work done to it. I think this has had most of the work done. Years ago when I first rode here, this was all trees, and then they cut all the trees down and it changed it dramatically. So we'll see how the resurfacing has changed things. Into Bomb Hole, you can see this has all been resurfaced. Much smoother. They've rebuilt this berm by the looks of it. Again, it's the right hand corner, which isn't my good side, hence the slow speed around there. So this brings you around the edge of those rocks, which even though they were black, I mean it is rollable, just need to get the line right. And that's it. I guess it's smoother, and they've built up the corner around the black, but yeah. Oh, see, this used to be quite a nice rocky little descent. It looks like they've got rid of all the stones pretty much. Now I think that bit of woodwork used to narrow. I think it was here. You'd go along it, and then suddenly a bit of it would be now really narrow, and then it would go wide again. It always used to freak me out. I hate woodwork. Oh, this used to be like a little rocky descent as well. They've got rid of that. Now that I'm not happy with. I mean, this is supposed to be a red trail, so having a few little rocks on a descent should be perfectly okay, and yet they seem to have smoothed them all out, got rid of them. Here we are at that little drop. That I've seen in loads of GoPro videos and on social media. and ridden past it loads of times. Only found it 2 weeks ago when I came here then. There you are. See, a little bit of concrete, do a little drop, head on our way. Right, here we go into Cannock Chase Slapper. This is only a short section of trail, but it's really fun. I like this bit. Nice little bit of downhill. I will go round the proper correct way rather than the shortcut. That didn't sound good. Hopefully I haven't just lost a spoke or something. Take the shortcut there, and here we go into Snow White, which is actually looking very, very dirty. I think this bit needs a bit of work, to be fair. Lots of braking bumps, the trail's quite eroded, and this stony stuff is actually really slippy in places. So trail builders, if you're watching this, give a bit of love to Snow White. Thank you. Lots of braking bumps through here as well. And then we go into pain in the hardtail. This bit of trail's called Let Loose. Cue the music. If I remember rightly, I think this needs a bit of work as well. I think there are some corners with some massive braking bumps in them. I'm going to avoid the corners with the braking bumps by coming down the black option, but I'm not coming down that. The reason being, those two trees. I'm a numpty. I will certainly catch my bars going through there and end up causing myself some serious damage. So I've come down the cheat line, and I'm going to go from here. Snakes and adders. Nice little rocky bits here. Another rocky bit here. There we are. My little trip around Follow the Dog is ended, or is it? There's a very important bit of the start of the Red Trail that I didn't do, so let's go and find it now. So Follow the Dog actually starts here at this rock garden. It's quite tricky, the rock garden. You need a bit of balance and a bit of technique, which I don't have. So I'm going to go in just down here. There is a shortcut. and then we're going to ride the rest of this bit of trail. And I always come back to this at the end. I always come back and ride this trail because it's a really fun trail. So I've just cut in after that rock garden, and as I was getting ready to ride, I saw a guy attempt it and nearly go over the bars, and then think better of it and head down the blue. So anyway, this is the start of the red, the start of Follow the Dog, and you've got this rather fun rocky jump section followed by these rather wonderful berms. There's a big swoopy right hand one which I lose all my speed for, but I can get round it.
Well done.
Thank you. And yeah, that's the official start of Follow the Dog, which then goes down here, Stegosaurus, which again is more, I don't know if you can see that. Let's go through here. It's more twisty rocks, which I'm no good at. I'm going to catch a pedal or something, so I don't bother with that. I'll go straight back into here if I want to do Follow the Dog. Avoid the nasty rock garden that I can't do. And they both join up here, as we've seen several times on this video already. So I'm going to carry on and do the very first bit of Perry's Trail again, and then head back on the fire road because I need to be somewhere. So that's it. My little short video of Cannock Chase today is done. I did the blue, which is called Perry's Trail. Practice corners. It's a fantastic trail for practicing corners. Then did some on the dog, and that's it. I'm in a hurry today, unfortunately, so I can't do any more, but I hope you enjoyed the video, and look out for the next one.